do, it must come back to the culture, to their roots, to their culture. Jadi orang sini, kalau you all tengok, diorang tengok America pelik. Because diorang kat sini is another type. So, to start with, I'm not a motivator. I bukan motivator. I bukan siapa-siapa. I cuma alumni dari UiTM tahun 2004. I dijemput untuk bercakap, bagi idea, bagi tips macam mana nak bekerja di kalau dapat tempat di negara orang. Okay, let me start. Nah, I dulu belajar, my first education, dari sekolah rendah konvent Bukit Nenas di tengah-tengah Kuala Lumpur tu. I asal Kampung Baru. I orang Kampung Baru. Jadi dari sekolah rendah lagi sampai sekolah menengah. Saya habis sekolah menengah saya juga dekat sekolah menengah konvent Bukit Nenas tahun 1997. So basically my life semua kat situ. So I bercampur dengan Chinese, Indian and of course Malay. And kita orang memang rapat macam family. Jadi to feel racism towards Chinese ke Indian ke memang tak ada, sebab kita orang memang macam family. We help each other. Lepas habis belajar, kita orang still we still have contact. Kita orang masih ada contact sampai sekarang. And alumni di Konvent Bukit Nenas pun sama macam alumni UiTM. Tight. So dari sekolah saya memang aktif. Saya aktif dalam karate. So saya memang kalau kata karate tu dah sampai peringkat negeri, hampir-hampir sampai peringkat negara juga, saya dalam bidang komite. Lepas tu saya dapat tawaran untuk lepas SPM. Lepas SPM saya mula bekerja part time, kejap dekat kebab, restoran kebab lah dekat mana lagi dekat McDonald. So kerja part time sikit sana sikit. Lepas tu saya dapat kerja masa opening Isetan KLCC. Tu saya dapat kerja kat situ. And dekat Isetan tu, in a way it changed my mindset. Sebab masa tu I kerja bahagian kasut. Pembukaan dia, lepas tu ada satu kasut ni, nama kasut ni Jimmy Choo, and that is the first time I tengok kasut harga 1,200. So I was asking my colleague, I cakap kasut ni 1,200 ada ke orang nak beli? And that was somewhere in 1997. Lepas tu my friend cakap no, 1998 was that. Pembukaan Isetan dekat KLCC. So I was asking my friend, ada ke orang nak beli ni 1,200 ni? My friend kata, ada B. Sebab yang ni, tempat ni semua VVIP yang datang. Saya cakap, merapu lah. I beli kasut RM20 je, settle. No. So lepas tu, but someone datang dekat I. Masa pembukaan tu only VIP yang datang. And this lady, rasanya dia 2,000 something. Very nice lady. Dia cakap, excuse me, can I get that size in da-da-da-da. So I get the sizes for her, and then dia cakap, okay, I nak ni in few colours. I macam, okay. Lepas tu, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Okay. Then I cakap kat dia, minta maaf sebab I terperanjat because kasut ni mahal. Lepas tu dia cakap, mahal ke? And dia cakap kat I, don't worry, one day you pun boleh pakai kasut ni. So I cakap, yeah, maybe. So I pack everything and sell to her. And then from that day onwards, I start to think, macam mana lah makcik tu boleh beli kasut 1,200, 2-3 pasang, tak fikir pun. Macam, how? And she is really nice. Dia tak ada sombong, dia tak ada arrogant macam, I want that shoes. No, dia very, very humble, very nice person. Of course, we exchange some talks. Lepas tu dari situ, I tell to myself, I must get that shoes, but how? Then I start to understand one thing. Bila I tengok cara that lady beli kasut tu, dia very confident. Dia confident, dia very firm, dia strong. Tapi at the same time, dia lembut. So I tengok, but I didn't know anything more about that. I just fikir tu je. And then after that I dapat tawaran masuk UiTM. Masa tu matriculation pengajian maklumat, information studies, tahun 1998, and I terpaksa berhenti kerja daripada Isetan KLCC tu. Bila dapat tawaran tu, of course I happy. Happy I dapat masuk UiTM. And then masa tu information studies, matriculation ada 3. Law, info dengan masscom. So I cakap, I nak masuk masscom, tapi tak apalah, masuklah library information studies. So bila masuk dekat UiTM, masa tu dekat PPP section 2. Kita duduk dekat section 2 Shah Alam, lepas tu kita naik kelas ke menara. Sometimes kelas ada dekat bawah, dekat sama bangunan dekat section 2 tu. So dari situ kita belajar. I remember masa matriculation banyak juga profesor-profesor yang pandai-pandai, yang memang powerful. We learn Asian history. It was really interesting subject for me. I scored, I dapat B, walaupun bukan A, tapi I scored, I dapat B. Lepas tu, tapi microeconomic, I ada problem sikit. I repeat 2 kali kalau tak silap I tak malu, I tell. Why should I malu? Sebab we learn from our mistake. So yeah, and then after that, I lepas dapat naik because tak ramai budak matrix yang lepas naik ke degree program, because it was very tough subject untuk nak naik ke degree. Lepas bila dapat masuk buat degree tu, I'm very happy, but it's a struggle for me sebab I bukan datang dari keluarga yang senang. My mum raised me alone sebab my father passed away masa umur I 9 tahun. Tapi I ada abang 3 orang, very supportive, and they helped me a lot. But of course I tak nak kacau diorang sangat sebab diorang pun ada family. So I struggle, I buat extra job, I kerja dekat TGV Sunway Pyramid that time. Walau orang lain pergi huha-huha, I tak. I lepas kelas je kelang kabut terus pergi kerja, jaga popcorn, jaga panggung wayang sampai pukul 12 malam, and then the next morning again to college. So but I do have friends, kawan-kawan kat UiTM yang very supportive. So for me, I feel that kalau you nak be someone, if you want to success in life, you must have discipline, you must have goal, and you tak boleh harapkan benda datang daripada langit. No, it can never be that way. It can never be that way. So if you ask me, I kerja part time extra macam tu. Lepas tu sometimes people cakap, Bing, kau ni jomlah kita lepak. Dah cakap, no lah, tak apalah, sometimes duit tak cukup. And I am the type of person, walaupun I dapat my duit PTPTN, which I really thankful for, I tak beli, I tak buat buku-buku kopi ni semua. For me that is bullshit. Sorry, I'm using that word because think, orang yang tulis buku tu, it took time for them to write the book. Lepas tu korang sedap-sedap pergi buat kopi. And then yang beli original pula pergi bagi kawan-kawan kopi. No, that's not me. I beli original books and it does help me because I appreciate my books very much. And I'm still now. So duit I beli buku. Of course I enjoy juga. I ni kaki enjoy juga. I suka makan. I of course I budak KL, so really I really enjoy my time during my student time. Lepas tu daripada UiTM, I graduated tahun 2004, and sebelum I graduate, I dapat buat praktikal dengan Profesor Indasa Siddiq. Kalau siapa-siapa kenal Profesor Indasa ni, you all tahu dia macam mana. She is very particular. Very particular. Benda kecil-kecil pun dia, kalau dia nak bagi dia, dengan dia I study information design. Kalau nak dapat lulus je paper dia tu, I tak tahu nak kata lah. Kalau you lepas paper dia, you memang power. I lepas. So, rezeki kot. Lepas tu, masa I buat praktikal dengan Prof. Indah. Alhamdulillah, with her, I learned a lot. She is one of the best mentor I ever had. Walaupun dia strict, but it's a good thing that you are strict because you know your schedule, you know your routines, you know what you are doing. So masa tu Rahim sekarang ni kalau tak silap I, dia ketua librarian di university di Terengganu somewhere. And then Azli ni kami 3 orang. So kalau Puan Indasa ada event ke apa, kita akan ikut, kita akan follow, kita akan buat just follow up. So this help us to prepare ourselves to face the challenges nanti bila kita graduate. Dapat duit tak banyak tapi dapat experience tu yang paling banyak. And I love it because memang I dapat information non-stop. Lepas tu, before I jump to my career, and then ni pun dah 20 minit dah ni I rasa. Before I jump to my career, I ada satu Dr. AJ. I tak ingat if you all, I tak tahu if you all ingat dia, Dr. AJ. I selalu ingat pesanan dia. Kalau dalam kelas dia tu, kita orang ketakutan sebab dia tu garang. Kadang-kadang tak tahu nak kata dia garang ke, dia marah ke, dia buat lawak ke, tak tahu. Tapi dia selalu cakap, korang ni kenapa? Korang nak takut apa dengan Mak Saleh ni semua? Diorang pun makan juga. Kalau diorang makan ubi kentang, korang makan nasi. So sama je. So kata-kata tu is one of the thing that makes me where I am now. Whereby I tak kisah, I just go, you know, because I pun makan, diorang kat sini pun makan nasi juga, diorang suka nasi. So anyway, okay, after I dah belajar dekat UiTM, I graduated 2004, but directly lepas I graduate, terus I dapat kerja. My first job was in KL. My office was right in front of KLCC. So memang dekat lah. So I duduk dengan my mom kat Kampung Baru. Then I pergi kerja very easy, senang. So dari situ I because it's a private company, I try to get into the government, but I tak tahu kenapa, maybe sebab I suka blondekan rambut, so maybe I tak dapat kerja, I tak tahu, I don't know. I never got any job with PTD ke apa, tak ada. But I do get a job with this private company whereby they do a lot of trading, and then they have international companies that dealing with them and all sorts. So I meet my job of scope is to handle the administration of that company since I have library background. And kalau you all semua nak tahu, Acik, kakak AB, I tak nak jadi tua lagi, I muda lagi, I 41 je baru. So kakak AB ni, Acik AB ni, masa tu how to say kita kerja, kita banyak berjumpa dengan orang dari negara-negara lain. I ada dari England, dari macam-macam pelosok dunia sebab diorang buat trading, they have and then diorang ada buat how to say, they have cotton industry in Uzbekistan. So and then they have this military punya products which they selling to our government, blah blah blah. So I banyak jumpa orang yang bila I buat administration, sometimes I need to call them and get some information before I compile them semua tu. So I banyak jumpa orang-orang luar ni semua. So from there itself, it helps me to build my confidence to start, because when you are out into the world, in the real world, you start to think like, okay, just do it, just go for it, and you are going to be okay. And dari situ, sebab semua orang nak tahu macam mana Kak AB terlepas ke Sweden, dari situ I kenal my husband. I tak pernah jumpa my husband. My husband called to the office sebab nak cakap dengan my boss. That was somewhere in 2004, 2005. No, end of 2004. And dia terdengar I jawab soal telefon sebab masa tu tak ada orang kat office. I jawab. Dia dengar suara I, dia jatuh cinta dengan I. So kita cuma bercakap and I have nothing to do with him. Few years after 7-8 tahun. Yang tahun ke-9 baru dia cakap kat I. No, tahun ke-7 dia cakap kat I, sebenarnya dia suka kat I. So dia nak I datang ke Sweden. I cakap boleh, I boleh datang ke Sweden dengan satu syarat. If dia nikah dengan I. And we did all that, and fast forward, it's done. I terus duduk kat Sweden. So when I come to Sweden, so now the best part is, bila I sampai kat Sweden, first, they don't speak English, babe. They speak, but they don't want to speak at all English. No. They only said, "Kan du inte prata svenska eller?" That they said to me. So I get so, oh my God, what should I do now? So what I did was I sent in my my degree, my degree to the to this Ministry of Higher Education for them to validate, to see if my degree from UiTM is credential as their degree dekat sini. Well, I waited 6 months. I waited 6 months. Alhamdulillah, it was actually the same level dengan diorang punya degree. But it depends lah. Kalau more, kalau library, yes. Kalau medicine, you need to do like 2 years fast program so that you come into their system. Kalau macam lawyer, susah. Because their legal system is very different than the Malaysia punya law. So rezeki I sebab because I dari fakulti pengajian maklumat, and I my majoring is information system. So walaupun I ada background in library, at the same time I ada background in system as well. So kira macam kacang lah sikit kalau komputer ni. And then masa I dapat tahu yang degree I tu di accept dekat Sweden, so I start to apply master degree dekat sini. I dapat masuk Geographical Information System punya course, tapi it's not me, so I stopped only after one course. Then I started to just concentrate on the language, and because kat sini once you migrated to Sweden, you kena, how to say, you must learn their language first. If you don't learn their language, then they won't look at you. So I did learn as fast as I can, and dekat sini lelaki perempuan hak mereka sama rata. Kalau you dekat tempat kerja pun, you tak boleh nak cakap, you tak boleh sikit pun cakap, wow, cantiknya rambut you. Tak boleh. No, you can get a problem if you do that, because it's called sexual harassment at working place. So here, both women and men are the same. So you need to know all that, and then at the same time macam gambar budak-budak you cannot simply put on the social media without asking parents on their legal rights and everything. So that's why kalau you all tengok my Facebook, I mean those yang ada my Facebook, I never put up any other children's face without acknowledging their parents. Only my daughter punya gambar je. So bila I start, so how I started, I cari kerja. CVI diorang buang aja. Walaupun CVI tu, kalau kat Malaysia, I boleh kerja best-best tau. Diorang buang je. They don't care because kat sini, diorang hanya look at their own degree. So what happened was I said, tak apalah. Kalau dah bukan rezeki I tak kisahlah. And dekat sini, both men and women have to work. Sebab kat sini, kalau you tak kerja, the society will look down at you like nobody's business. Diorang tak suka orang yang tak kerja. Diorang kata you are just useless. So for and to get into the society, to be accepted, you need to have a job. Even if you kerja as a cleaner, they respect you to the highest level. Sebab kat sini, whatever you do, you are specialist in that work that you do. So so what I did was I don't know what to do because I couldn't get any job, and the language was very very hard. Lepas tu I tak macam mana I pergi satu kedai pizza. Dia punya owner baik. I cakap, boleh tak kalau I kerja kat tempat you for like 2 hours maybe per day, 5 times a day? Dia cakap, yeah, okay. So I kerja kat tempat dia, I jadi cleaner. I clean and I basuh pinggan bukan I basuh, dia machine. So I angkat pinggan semua, basuh. So dari situ I start kenal the local people and they speak Swedish with me, and I couldn't speak so much, but I tried and they helped me. They are really positive to help me when they see that I'm struggling with the language. So and then after 6 months I dah kerja kat situ, tiba-tiba keluar announcement dekat satu sekolah ni diorang nak pakai library assistant. And sekolah tu dalam 660 student. So I cakap, why not I try. So I send my resume. And when I send my resume, diorang panggil I. So bila I pergi dekat tempat tu, they thought I can speak the language, but when they heard I macam ya hater macam tu, diorang dah risau. But then there's one lady in that during the interview said, tak apa, kita kasih chance dekat dia. Dia ni ada degree dalam library, so walaupun dia tak boleh the language, but maybe dia boleh a little bit of the system kat sini. Sebab kat Sweden, to become a school librarian, you must have a degree in school librarian. You cannot just simply become a school librarian, no. So then I come in, I buat practical aja dalam 2 bulan. Very tough sebab kadang-kadang ada juga sebab my place, my area bukan dekat Stockholm, bukan kat Gothenburg where all the immigrants is everywhere. No, my place dekat, they call it Linköping, and I'm in a town where they call it Mjölby. Dekat sini Mak Saleh dia semua mindset dia memang kampung, you know. Kampung, not kampung, I mean they are very culture. They whatever that is not Swedish, dia orang tak suka macam tu. So kadang-kadang ada juga yang ketawakan I, but there are some nice student yang tolong I, yang help me with the language. And then what I did was I spend my time, orang lain tidur, I tak tidur. I baca buku. Buku kanak-kanak macam ni. Buku-buku macam ni, I baca. And then my husband, he was not helpful at all because dia cakap English je dengan I. So macam mana I nak improve my English, my Swedish? It was not easy. Tapi I just read. I talk to my colleagues. My colleagues are teachers. They are the best colleagues in the world. Teachers are the best people in the world, I may say. So diorang tolong I. They helped me. They said, AB, it's okay. One by one, step by step. And then from that moment, bila budak-budak nak pinjam buku ke apa, I know which book to tell them. I tanya diorang, kau dah baca buku apa semalam? Okay, now if you what would you like? Would you like to read about ghost story? Would you like to read about mystery or anything? So I know what to recommend because I really read all these books. And at the same time, I listen to television, TV, and all that to get the how the pronunciation in Swedish. And to be honest, I learned my language dalam masa setahun. Malam, everything is in my hand. So lepas tahun, the company decided to hire me as library assistant, and I have my boss that time. So I kerja under dia, and dia ajar I a lot of thing. And one thing dekat Sweden, bila you dapat kerja, diorang akan sentiasa hantar you ke courses and meetings to make you more adept with what you are doing and more they call it food building. They call it food building like as to improve what you don't have, to complement what you don't have at the current moment. So I always pergi food building, I jumpa new people and I start to talk only Swedish, and even my husband pun dah start cakap Swedish dengan I sebab dia faham apa I cakap. And then very easy dengan my mak mentua, pak mentua, and then they are very supportive. My in-law semua, diorang tahu I Muslim, diorang respect I. Setiap kali I datang rumah, diorang takkan masak pork. Whatever reason, diorang akan buat anything but no pork. That they know. AB tak makan pork. Kalau dah nanti AB macam tu. So Alhamdulillah, I get a very supportive family dekat sini. My mak mentua memang now very easy nak bercakap dengan orang sebab diorang memang yang tua-tua ni diorang tak boleh cakap English langsung. Macam orang tua-tua kita lah dekat Malaysia, ada setengah tu memang tak boleh cakap English langsung kan. Sama juga kat sini. So bila you boleh cakap bahasa diorang, it's very easy to communicate. So lepas tu after a while dalam 2017 macam tu, after I dah kerja few years dekat sana, all the teachers are happy with me. My boss went to pension and diorang looking for 5 school libraries in this commune, and I asked my other boss if I can send my resume. Then he said, yeah AB, just send it, you never know if you might get it. I send it. Masa tu candidates ada dalam 150 orang. 5 orang diorang pilih. So one of them is me, and I get the biggest school in this commune. Alhamdulillah, I work in that school, and the children, they love me, and I have children daripada refugees juga yang some of them are Muslim, tak tahu bahasa langsung. So dekat Sweden, lunch is provided free untuk semua pelajar sekolah. Jadi ada yang allergic susu, allergic lactose allergy, lepas tu ada yang tak makan pork, ada. So dekat sekolah diorang akan buat makanan khas untuk budak-budak yang ada allergy, yang tak makan pork, yang vegetarian. So they have the diet is for everybody. So because this country is the country for everybody, it's right to everyone. So so when I receive new refugee student who cannot talk Swedish at all. Of course, when they look at Swedish, they get scared. But when they look at me, the brown AB, then they maybe relax a bit. And then if they are Muslim, I baca Alhamdulillah lah. Sebab I tak boleh nak cakap Arab. So I baca Alhamdulillah. So the Muslim, I say I'm Muslim. So I bawa dia, tunjuk dia, this is halal. This is so it's easy. My job is I'm only with my students, and I buat project macam contoh robots. We in my school library, I talk about robots. We have a robots project. Dekat sini umur kecil lagi diorang dah didedahkan dengan programming project and stuff like that. So as a school librarian, that is one part, is a part of our project for the school. And then not only that, I also go around to different classes to teach critical critical review, critical source review. So I have pelajar yang special group, macam Puan Nur Ruwaidah ada, that is those yang special needs group. I pergi kelas diorang juga, and then I have from dari 4 umur kelas darjah 4 ke darjah ke form 3 macam tu. That is my student. So setiap level tu I ada diorang punya ni lah method untuk mengajar, untuk bagi book tips, dan sebab kat sini dekat Sweden is important to work with the literature. Dari kecil lagi budak-budak dah diajar, diasuh that buku tu is very important. Orang dekat sini, orang dekat Sweden, they don't believe in viral thing. No. For them, because dulu masa zaman I belajar dekat ITM, one of my lecturer, I tak ingat siapa, pernah cakap pasal knowledge society, and I was like, what is knowledge society? I don't know what is he talking about. But now I'm living in this knowledge society, then I do understand what he means about it. Maksudnya orang kat sini, kalau diorang duduk together, kalau you duduk together, you don't discuss about politics. Yang tu is a big no-no. You takkan discuss religion, is a big no-no orang kat sini. But you do discuss about the situation with the environment, with what food do you eat, what type of food, what do you put in your body, and how much calories and stuff like that. Orang kat sini diorang bercakap based on facts. Kalau I nak cakap panjang sebab I am very impressed with them because orang kat sini, whatever they do, they critically think about what they are doing. Very meticulous, very small thing. Contoh kalau anak you ada ADHD atau autism, diorang takkan Google cari information apa diorang. No. Dekat sini you will get help from A until Z. Kalau anak you special needs, you get help. Anak you akan dapat personal assistant and all that during you bekerja. Lepas tu orang kat sini diorang contoh kalau diorang nak tahu makanan apa yang bagus untuk anak diorang, they will come to the library, they will get the book yang dah di research what type of good food for the bun, for the child, for their brains, what that will give impact. Kalau macam, sebab setengah budak maybe kalau dia tu ADHD, maybe kalau certain food tak sesuai dengan dia, jadi kena ambil certain food. So diorang akan gunakan research yang dah dilakukan sebelum ni untuk apply dalam kehidupan harian diorang. So which I think is very awesome. And orang kat sini, diorang tak suka makan fat food. Diorang very particular on what they eat, what they put in their mouth, because diorang cakap makanan tu buatkan your body malas kalau you salah makan. So orang kat sini, they are well trained. They eat food that in a very small portion. Kalau you gemuk, diorang takkan body shaming you, but diorang akan inspire you to be better. So kat sini tak ada macam kata, alamak gemuknya Mina tu. No, never. They will say, oh, it's okay, you are who you are. And they will never say anymore. But you as a person, kalau you cakap, I gemuk lah, I nak turunkan badan. You know what? I know this method. And they start talking to you what method they know. So that's their mentality kat sini. Diorang takkan kutuk you. No, they won't kutuk you. Because orang kat sini, diorang very knowledgeable. That's what I said. Because from the earlier moment tadi, pasal racism, ada juga I dapat racist remark from some people, but I just ignore. I don't care because apa nak, bukannya berdarah pun kalau orang tu nak racist dengan kita kan. As long kita kat sini cukup knowledge, kita bagilah balik. For me, I don't care. I am alert. I know what I'm doing. I get my facts right, straight up to the face, and they are scared. And orang kat sini, diorang tak suka if you they don't like conflicts. So orang kat sini, diorang tak boleh kalau macam, I dah cakap kat you you tak boleh buat benda-benda macam ni. No. They cannot accept. You, kalau you marah sekalipun kat sini, you kena cakap macam ni. I dah cakap kat you, benda ni I kata jangan buat macam ni. It should be like orang kat Sweden. That's why orang-orang kat sini diorang tak pukul anak-anak diorang. Diorang tak never ever. Budak-budak nombor 1 kat sini. No, never. I never pukul anak I. Sekali pun tak pernah. Tapi alhamdulillah, with all the methods that I get from here, I learn a lot of things. For example, if I tell my daughter, Isabella, please pick up your things on the floor. Mama don't like this because it's really irritating. Then she took up, and that is your responsibility. So you know that you're the one who pick it out, and you're the one who must clean it up. And she understand that. I don't need to raise my voice. So orang kat sini, they are very, very soft. Ya, boleh kemukakan soalan.
Alright, thank you so much Puan Ivy di atas perkongsian itu tadi. So, pada sesiapa yang nak menanyakan soalan, boleh tulis di ruangan komen. Sebelum itu, saya sendiri ada soalan nak menanyakan dekat Puan Ivy sendirilah. Apakah pengalaman yang paling tidak boleh dilupakan ketika bekerja di negara orang?
Bila my boss tanya I, Abby, kerusi you okey tak? I cakap, kerusi I okey. Okey lah. Baru lagi. Tak, kalau tak okey, you tell me, I tukar. So nanti pinggang you tak sakit. So that diorang they appreciate their workers. Diorang tak nak diorang punya worker. That's I said, the culture is very different. Of course, it's not easy to implement the culture in Malaysia. But that I tak boleh lupa lah. I cakap, apa ni tanya aku pasal kerusi pula. I mean, but that is the thing. Diorang nak diorang punya worker sihat, so that diorang selalu rajin nak datang kerja, selalu rajin motivate to do something amazing at work every day. Happy.
Yeah. Okay. Soalan seterusnya, apakah kelebihan yang seorang pelajar FPM perlukan jika mereka berminat untuk bekerja sebagai pustakawan di Library Sweden, sekiranya mereka bukan local Sweden?
It's not easy. Sebab I have few Malaysian friends dekat Sweden yang juga kahwin juga dengan orang Sweden, masih lagi mencari kerja. Ada juga yang dah kerja tapi bidang yang totally berlainan, diorang terpaksa belajar balik from zero. And of course, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, you need the language first. If you don't get the language, is not easy because everything is in Swedish. Even during your meeting, they only speak Swedish. So that is the first thing that you need to know, the language. And of course, dekat sini, kalau nak kerja, how to say, dia akan buka pada orang Sweden first. Lepas tu kalau tak dapat, baru dia buka pada EU. Then, depends. But selalunya Swedish first lah. Tapi I nak bagi tips, those yang terror programming semua ni, easy to get job in Sweden because diorang banyak dalam bidang application. Diorang banyak software application how to say, diorang banyak company yang buat application, so they need a lot of software engineers and designer for this company, and they paid very very well. So tips lah kalau yang tu international, banyak dekat Sweden ni, so tips lah kalau anybody interested.
Alright, thank you so much Puan Ibi. So okay, kita ada satu soalan dekat sini daripada Husaini HA. Okay, apakah perbezaan library di Malaysia dan Sweden?
Husaini, terima kasih. This is the best soalan. Yeah, good job. Yes, good question. Perbezaan dia, contoh dekat sini, during summer, you can see young girls coming into the library only with with a short skirt and only bra.
Okay.
And then hello, and I don't think we have that in Malaysia.
Okay.
So that's the difference, and we cannot say to them stop. You cannot come in. No, we are open to everybody. Even we even have people with hijab kan. So kita ada all sort of people. So kat sini it's okay. That's the difference between library kat Sweden. For me, the very first time masa kat library sekolah dulu, I get culture shock sebab tiba-tiba dia datang, alamak apa ni, dia masuk pakai bikini je. Lepas tu yang budak-budak lelaki pakai apa, pakai seluar pendek je, baju tak ada. Cakap mana baju korang? Lepas tu cakap panas lah Ibi, panas. Macam okay panas. I get shock. Lepas tu, but you tak boleh nak marah because that's their culture. So that's the difference. But of course the work culture is very different as well. Right now I'm working in the communes as a youth librarian, so that's my I'm taking care of the youth activities for the whole year. I'm into that right now, so different.
Very different. Okay,
I bukan nobody, I biasa-biasa saja. I'm happy to share my knowledge. Minta maaf kalau I tersalah cakap, kalau korang rasa boring tadi I cakap buat lawak ke apa. I'm just being me. So
just sharing session kan. Okay je. Okay, saya
nanti bila dah berjaya, dah pergi jauh, dah jangan lupa kat your parents, because diorang punya doa tu buat you jadi somebody. Without them, you are nobody. Even kalau lah dah sampai ke utopia pun, nanti balik Malaysia ingat kat mak, ingat kat bapak. Without them, you are nothing.
Okay, pada siapa yang nak tanya soalan, boleh tulis je dekat ruangan komen. Okay. Selain daripada itu, saya juga nak minta Puan AB bagi sedikit pandangan persepsi masyarakat di Malaysia dan Sweden terhadap librarian. Macam mana diorang fikir macam, librarian ni budak nerd ke, macam tu. Macam ni persepsi diorang?
Dekat sini, okay, dari segi gaji dekat sini gaji kita macam engineer. I cakap tu terang je, sebab kat sini whatever you do, you are a specialist. Kalau macam contoh, kerja I hanya untuk buat activities untuk my youth. Itu I punya specialist, bidang specialist I dengan buku-buku untuk remaja. That is my specialist. I recommend buku apa semua. That is my specialization. Sebab I tak balik Malaysia, I tak update sangat, so I tak tahu sangat pasal kat Malaysia. But kalau kat sini, if you say you are librarian, the respect is like you are God macam tu, because librarian is like their holy grail dekat sini. They don't jokes about their library, especially the librarians. They respect, and I myself tengah buat my master degree in digital library and information services. And right now diorang memang very very building up a group of digital librarian for their future plan, for their research paperwork from the previous years and stuff like that. So kat sini diorang punya library tu holy grail, and bukan library saja, even kalau you kerja cleaner pun gaji you besar sebab you are specialist. Sebab kat sini I tak tahu nak cakap, tapi kalau you tanya pasal library, diorang memang guna perkhidmatan library tu dari A sampai ke Z. Kat sini orang tua-tua umur 90 tahun still datang library walaupun terketar-ketar datang library, and then they will come to you and they ask you, I need this book, can you get that for me? And then we have all sort of books untuk orang yang tak nampak sangat kan, yang ada masalah penglihatan, and then untuk students yang ada masalah untuk concentration. Jadi kita ada diorang punya database kat sini, buku-buku literature diorang semua boleh didapati dalam audio juga. Jadi it's very easy for them yang susah nak fokus baca, jadi diorang boleh I'm sorry. Jadi diorang boleh dengar. And then we have a lot of different apps that our refugees yang, sebab kat sini sekolah semua free, belajar semua free. So refugees ada few apps yang boleh digunakan untuk dengar, belajar. So kita adalah tools untuk society kat sini. So without us it's very difficult, and society can be very angry kalau library tutup.
Alright. Thank you so much. Baiklah, terima kasih diucapkan kepada Puan Amy Baizura di atas perkongsian itu tadi yang sangat menarik. Banyak pengalaman yang kita kadang-kadang kita tak sampai Sweden, kita boleh tahu macam mana culture diorang. Memang library tu memang jadi tempat tumpuan untuk diorang. So kita dapat lebih banyak ilmu-ilmu yang menarik. Terima kasih. Okay. Kepada hadirin sekalian.
Bye.
Sebelum Okay, sebelum kita tutup majlis, izinkan saya untuk memberi laluan kepada AJK IMCO untuk menunjukkan video tentang IMCO.
Okay.